Right, so you've decided to get an electric car, or you've already got one, but have you sorted out your electricity tariff, the energy company that you're with, and how much you're paying? Because it's a really big thing. It does go hand in hand with going electric, that you, instead of spending on petrol and diesel, you're going to be spending more money on electricity. So it's really important to make sure that you're on a good tariff with a good company that isn't going to give you any hassle, and you're going to save the money. Because going electric, part of it, the fun, is doing it for free, getting free electricity or cheap electricity, and not spending the £60 or £100 every time you go and fill up your car with petrol or diesel. That's part of the fun. So if you don't maximise it by getting a really good tariff, then you're missing out. So what have I done? The thing I did was look at my current usage. So I looked at where I was using electricity, where I would be using electricity with the car, and then sort of guesstimated how many kilowatt hours out of the total for a year are going in the morning, the afternoon, and the evening. And it's only by looking at what electricity units you consume and when you consume them that you can work out what sort of tariff that you need. Because if you're at work all day and you consume all the electricity in the late afternoon and evening, then you're probably better off using an economy 7 tariff where the rates are cheaper at night than they are during the day. But if you go with a tariff that has really high rates at peak times and you have to consume electricity at those peak times, then it doesn't really matter what cheap rates you're getting during the evening. They're only discounting against the really high costs that you're having to consume at peak times. So, do your research, work out what electricity you're going to use, and then check the rates carefully. For me, I went with Bulb. I chose Bulb because they're a green energy provider with sustainable energy sources. That was reasonably important to me, but I'll be honest, the most important thing was the cost. So I worked out the flat rate cost, because I didn't go with economy 7. The flat rate cost, including the daily rate that they charge, the standing charge, add those together, then it was the cheapest overall for me, without locking me into some ridiculous deal and without also forcing me to use my electricity at certain times a day and almost preventing me from using electricity at peak times because the rates were so much of a penalty. There was something like 40 pence a kilowatt hour for the next company that came close to the rates for Bulb. So anyway, that's what I've done. I've gone with Bulb. One of the key aspects of that is the swap was extremely quick, extremely easy, best communicating energy company I've had. So they've made the process simple. I'm not locked into a contract, so if I find something better, I can just leave and I can go on to that next thing. The prices can go up. It is a flexible rate, it's not fixed, but it can also go down. I've only been with them a couple of months and yet the price has already gone down. So that really is brilliant. It feels like I'm with an honest company that's doing the right thing, offering you fair priced, cheap rate electricity without all the frills and fancies, not trying to con you into buying a product with a cheap rate only to take the money back somehow later on. Bulbs seem really straightforward and easy, so probably I'll stick with them for quite a period of time unless for some reason they change their policy and they're not cheap anymore. One of the other bonuses of going with a company like Bulb is their referral system. And yes, I'm doing this video and I will give you my referral code if you'd like to join Bulb. Then basically click the link that's in the description of the video, or I'll put it on the screen as well. If you use my referral link to get a quote for the electricity and you swap to Bulb, then you get a referral bonus. So you get, normally it's £50. You get £50 off your electric bills. I get £50 off my electric bill as well. So we share in that referral. This week only, Bulb are giving me a referral code of £75. So you make another £25 more yourself for joining, and I do too. But that referral, so £50, £75, that's a good percentage of my annual electricity bill. So not only are the rates they're offering really, really cheap, but with that referral bonus on top, then the price gets even cheaper. So imagine what would happen if I had 2, 3, 4, 5 different referrals or more. I could end up with Bulb paying me money and me not having to pay them anything for the electricity. My account will just be massively in credit to pay for all the electricity for the next year. The potential is there for that. So I thought, well, if they're cheap already, if I'm getting the referral discount for joining, and there's a potential I get other referrals in the future, it's a no-brainer really. It is the cheapest electricity out there. Plus, I'm not locked in and I don't have to use the electricity at a certain time of day, and that's why I've chosen that rate. I absolutely love it. It's really working well for me and it is saving me a lot of money. My electricity bill used to be about £45 a month is what I used to spend, and I moved over to Bulb and put my payment up to, I think, around £60 because I'd only just gone with the Kona electric. I've only just got an electric car. I was expecting to charge at home quite a lot. Well, lo and behold, I went solar as well, and my bills actually didn't go up at all. They stayed at £45 in the first month or so. But since then, I've had the referral credit come through, and I'm now only paying £20 a month for my electricity. And that's including heating my hot water, that's including charging the Kona electric, and all of the normal daily household consumption as well. So I definitely recommend Bulb. I don't know what tariff everybody else might be on, but even if you're on one that's locked in, it's probably worthwhile considering jumping off that, paying the fee. Bulb might even pay the fee for all I know. You'd have to look into that, I'm not quite sure. But it is just a relief now to be with an energy company that doesn't give me any hassle. An energy company with their app and internet log-on to check my account is easy. It works. Their communication is really good and it's on time. It's the least hassle electricity company I've ever dealt with. So I thoroughly recommend them. It is the cheapest, and from what I've experienced, the best now as well. So the purpose of this video wasn't just to promote Bulb, which obviously I've done in the description, but it's also to remind you all, if you haven't considered changing your tariff, you should do, because that's part of the experience of going EV, saving money on fuel, and also consuming electricity in a very green and responsible way. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope it's been of help. Whichever tariff you go for, I wish you well with that. If you do decide to go with Bulb, have a look at them, use my referral code. And if you do, thank you very much as well. Thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for subscribing for all those that have, and take care. See you again soon. Bye-bye.